It's nothing in the beginning that says that the other nations can be saved. It says the contrary. It says the other nations are going to be destroyed. Okay? So if you're reading something out of the New Testament, you should be able to go to the Old Testament and find it, and vice versa.
As he promised in the law,
especially when it pertains to salvation. See, our salvation is in the law. Okay? The other nation's salvation is not in the law.
As he promised in the law, will surely have mercy upon us and gather us together out of every land under heaven into the holy place. For he hath delivered us out of great troubles and have purified the place.
Right, he's going to purify the land of Israel via thermonuclear destruction, because Israel, right now, that's inhabited by fucking dirty rats.
Yeah, fucking heathens, man.
And fucking, you fucking sand niggas, right?
Yeah.
So the Lord's got to cleanse the land of you first, all right? Because you got all wickedness going on in there, and then he's going to bring us to that land, all right?
Yep, Russia with Gog and Magog. Gog and Magog is going to help you. Going to cleanse that land.
Yeah,
and Persia is going to cleanse that. Elam is going to cleanse that land.
All right. That's the two. You got the Acts 1:6 though.
Yeah, Acts 1:6. Real quick. This is Acts 1:6. When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, will thou at this time restore again the kingdom of Israel?
Because they really wanted the kingdom to be restored back then, just like we want it right now. Just at that point, it wasn't the time, man. Now's the time. Go ahead.
Verse 7.
Because, wait a minute, that proves that we're the same prophets, man. All right? And disciples and stuff coming back, because we're the same spirit now that they were in then.
Yeah, we want the kingdom to be restored. We're not
the only ones asking that right now.
We're not learning and preaching the prosperity doctrine.
We ain't asking the Most High to put us up in a beautiful home.
Yeah, and give us wads of money.
Yeah, exactly.
And get us the best education.
We're asking that He just hopefully deliver us out of the hell coming to America and also the thermonuclear destruction.
So we just like the disciples.
Right.
The disciples wanted the kingdom to come. They didn't want it to continue in that society.
That's right.
They wanted the society to be destroyed. He wanted Daniel 7:18 to come to pass.
That's right. That's right. Go ahead.
Verse 7. But he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father hath put in His own power.
Right. So even the disciples didn't know the time, man. So even the disciples were didn't have all
ignorant
of it, man.
To the fact. Yeah.
You know, not even the Lord withheld certain information from the disciples, even, man. So how could the truth and everything for everybody if even the Lord's own disciples didn't have when the Lord was coming back? All right? Yahweh Shai don't even know. All right? So there's certain information that the Most High withdrew from the scriptures, man. And that if certain men knew it, He told them not to even write it down, right? All right.
Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness.
So we're the righteous men standing in great boldness. Go ahead.
Before the face of such as have afflicted him.
That damn sure don't apply to Esau in the land of Israel, okay?
Exactly.
They ain't not fulfilling no prophecies about returning to the land. They're fulfilling the prophecies about Esau returning to go into that land.
And we're still being afflicted by them so-called Jews. They own everything here in America.
Yeah, it says the Jews are poor in the scriptures.
Right. Go ahead. So that's starting with the so-called white man, the Arabs, Africans, Chinese, Japanese, are all our enemies, okay? Go ahead. Go ahead.
And made no account of his labors.
And they don't make an account of what we're doing out here. Our labors is not just fucking busting our ass for Esau trying to get a paycheck.
Exactly. We don't get reparations for slavery, right?
Exactly.
They made no account of our labors.
Right.
They get no reparations for killing Ephraim down to 500.
Right.
They make no account of our labors.
Exactly.
They had sugarcane fields in Puerto Rico, right?
Yep.
They didn't get a damn wage. Ephraim didn't get a wage.
That's right.
Okay, so they made no account of our labors.
Right. Also is referring to the word. Right now they're not taking into account what we're doing. All right. Go ahead, because we're laboring in this truth, right? We're spiritually laboring. That's why the scripture said to you, 2/3 niggas, those who put forth their hand to the plow and looking back is not fit for the kingdom of heaven. All right. Go ahead.
When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
So the so-called white man and the other nations are going to be troubled with terrible fear when they see that they ain't being delivered, their ass is going into chains, and the Lord's people, being the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, being beaten up out of here via the chariots.
Yeah, some of you going to be dragged in chains to the field. Some of you going to be dragged in chains to get hung.
Right.
And the other one's going to be, the women are you going to be dragged in chains to get raped.
Hey, wait a minute. That's in the scriptures. Spare none. Slay utterly old and young. Okay? Go ahead. The scriptures say that your babies, if they be multiplied,
it's for the sword.
Could be multiplied, it's for the sword, right? Your little young babies. All right? You did that to us. You did that to our people. So we're going to return do it to you. It's only rightfully so. Do unto others. Go ahead.
And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation.
Yeah, the strangeness of our salvation. Us going up into the chariots. Go ahead. Us being beamed up out of the destruction. Go ahead.
So far beyond all that they've looked for.
Yeah, they ain't looking for us to be delivered, that's for sure. They think that Christ is he's gonna come back as this faggot right here, and everybody's gonna be saved, and it's gonna be all good, everything's gonna be all right. At the last minute, all of a sudden, you could be an Edomite and fucking call upon the name.
Yeah, he did all sorts of wickedness for generations. And then you can just automatically be saved.
Right.
Just trust in the Jesus Christ.
Which is bullshit, right? It's not in the scriptures, okay? Go ahead.
And the fucking shit is you haven't paid for what you did to fucking Abel. You know?
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, you haven't paid for anything that you've done to us. Yet, as of yet. So you got a big fucking bill, boy. You got a big boy. You got a big bill on me. Damn, you got a big bill, man.
You probably was always writing fucking papers and shit.
Yeah.
You know, send them unrighteous things to us. That's not the bill we have to pay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Verse 3. And they, repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit, shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach. We fools account of this life madness.
Yeah, so that's the other nations realizing that they fucking were coming down on the Lord's people, man. Wait a minute, we're the fools. They ain't the fools. Like you gotta Edomite walk while he's walking down the fucking street, call us idiots. He's gonna be like, oh man, I'm the fucking idiot. Shit.
Notice he whispered under his breath.
Yeah, and he whispered under
away.
his breath. Right. He didn't even say it in our direction either. He kept his head straight.
They proud when they walking away.
Right.
And when they got a lot of people with them.
But if we would have fucking chased his ass down, snapped his neck, broke his ankles, he would have been fucking on that phone, boy. He would have had 911 on speed dial.
He been running him with
He would have been lying his ass off that he didn't say nothing wrong. He was saying saying about how great we were doing.
Yeah, exactly.
And we just came out of nowhere, fucking,
That's exactly what Cam Devil would have said.
Shit out of it. Fucking lying.
Yeah, you're a hypocrite. You talk shit, and then when we fuck you up, we did something wrong, right? Go ahead.
It says,
but wait till that police force goes. You don't got then. Wait, 911's out of commission. Can't be calling no 911 to come and pick you up and take you to the hospital.
Yeah, when
you gotta just bleed out. You just gotta bleed out. Niggas stab your ass, you gotta bleed out.
Yeah, when martial law comes, them stormtroopers coming for you crackers too.
That's right, man.
They coming for you Esau too. They ain't just coming for Israel.
That's right, man.
They coming for Esau too. They coming for the so-called white man too. They gonna break down your doors, rifle your house, rape your women. It's gonna happen to you too, Esau, Mr. So-called white man. You gonna get fucked up during this tribulation too.
Scriptures say they should be taking the devices that they have imagined.
That's right.
One of their devices is martial law. Yes. So martial law is going to be taking your so-called white people up, all right?
Well, also, you made the nuclear missiles to destroy your damn self.
Yeah, that's right. The Lord gave you that technology so He could destroy you with it. All right.
Just adds to your pride.
That's right. Go ahead.
Verse 4. We fools account his life madness and his end to be without honor.
Right. So they figure, well, they're just much.
We're wasting our time. We Saturday night. They look young. They should be out.
Yeah,
at the club.
Why we standing outside? And a lot of people actually came by and said that you're wasting your time. Your people even coming up against you. We don't give a fuck. They're 2/3. What the fuck do we give a fuck, man? They did the same thing to the prophets of old. Did the same thing they.